Hey there, everyone. Today's topic is all about understanding cryptocurrency. What exactly is it and how does it work? If these questions have been keeping you up at night, you're not alone. In this beginner-friendly guide, we will take you on a journey through the fundamentals of crypto. We'll explain what crypto is, how it differs from regular money, the role of blockchain technology, and answer the question, what makes crypto tick? By the end of this video, you'll have a solid grasp of the basics, equipping you to confidently navigate the world of digital currencies. So let's get started. Now, 1. What is cryptocurrency? Think of cryptocurrency as digital coins or money that are protected by super strong codes, hence the name cryptocurrency, which is a mix of the words crypto and currency. And like your regular dollar bills or euros, crypto doesn't have a physical form. It exists only in the digital world. And it's not controlled by any one entity such as a government or a bank. Instead, it's managed by a network of computers all around the world. This makes crypto a decentralized form of money. But how does this whole thing even work? Well, let's imagine you want to send some money to a friend. Normally, if you're using regular money, you might hand over a bill or swipe your card. When you use crypto, you use a digital wallet to send and receive cryptocurrencies. These wallets are like online accounts specifically designed to manage your crypto. Now, once you hit the send button in your wallet, the details of the transaction, like the amount and where it's going, are bundled with other transactions into something called a block. These blocks are then put in a chain, hence the term blockchain, which is a public record of all transactions. This blockchain is maintained by a network of computers. Whenever a transaction is made, it's broadcast to this network. The network then verifies the transaction and adds it to an existing block. Once the block is full, it's added to the blockchain, which essentially means that the transaction is complete. To understand how crypto works, we need to talk a bit about cryptography. Cryptography is like a secret language that only people who have the right tools can understand. It's used to secure all cryptocurrency transactions. So when you make a transaction, it's encrypted using complicated math problems. This way, nobody can tamper with it or reverse it, making the entire process secure and transparent. Number 2. How is it different from traditional money? So we know what cryptocurrency is, but what's really different from the money we use every day? Let's start with the big one, centralization. Your regular money, whether it's dollars, euros, or pounds, is centralized, meaning that there's a single authority, like a government or a bank that controls it. They decide how much money is printed and how it's used. On the other hand, crypto is decentralized. No one person or entity has control over it. Instead, it's managed by a bunch of computers all working together. This makes crypto more resistant to manipulation and potentially less prone to counterfeiting. Then there's the speed and cost of transactions. Imagine you want to send some money to a friend in another country. If you use regular money, you might have to wait several days and pay a hefty fee. With crypto, transactions happen almost instantly and they're usually much cheaper. Number 3. How does it work? Blockchain. We've mentioned blockchain a few times already, but it's so important that it deserves its own segment. Blockchain is the backbone of cryptocurrency. It's basically a fancy word for a public record of all transactions. But here's the interesting part. This record isn't stored in one place. It's distributed across a network of computers. Each computer keeps a copy of the blockchain. If someone tries to mess with the data, it would require them to change the data on all the copies, which is nearly impossible. Let's take an example. Imagine Alice sends some Bitcoin to Bob. The details of this transaction are then recorded in a block along with other transactions. Once the block is verified by the network, it's added to the blockchain, which means the transaction is complete and permanent. This makes blockchain extremely secure and transparent. Anyone can view the transaction history, but nobody can alter it. Number 4. Most popular cryptocurrencies. There are literally thousands of cryptocurrencies out there. To keep things simple, Let's focus on the big players. First up, we have Bitcoin. You could say Bitcoin is the grandpa of all cryptocurrencies. It was the first of its kind and remains the most well-known and valuable. Bitcoin is often called digital gold because it's scarce. There will only ever be 21 million Bitcoins, making it a great store of value. Then we have Ethereum. While Bitcoin is like the grandpa, Ethereum is the tech-savvy millennial of the crypto world. Ethereum was created with the idea of smart contracts. Think of these like digital agreements. If this happens, then that will happen. Ethereum also has its own coin called Ether. As for the younger generation, there are many promising cryptocurrencies like Solana, Cardano, and Polkadot, each bringing new ideas and improvements. For instance, Solana is known for its speed, processing thousands of transactions per second. Cardano focuses on sustainability and scientific research, while Polkadot is like a social media platform for blockchains, allowing different systems to communicate. Number 5. What can you do with crypto? So you've got some crypto. Now what? Well, just like regular money, you can use it to buy stuff. But instead of going to the grocery store, you might buy digital art or maybe a piece of land in a virtual world like the metaverse. Some people use crypto as a long-term investment, believing that its value will appreciate over time. Others see it as a way to diversify their portfolio, reducing the risk associated with putting all their eggs in one basket. And then there's trading. Some people buy and sell crypto daily, trying to capitalize on price fluctuations. It's like gambling, but with more research involved. Just remember, as with any investment, there are risks. The value of crypto can go up, but it can also go down. So it's essential to do your research, invest wisely, and always be cautious of scams. Number 6. Is it safe? If you're wondering whether crypto is safe, it's great that you're thinking about security. After all, you don't want to lose your hard-earned money. The good news is that crypto itself is quite secure. All those encryption and blockchain things we talked about earlier make it difficult for anyone to steal your crypto. However, like anything valuable, there are risks. Some of these risks come from human error, like accidentally sending your crypto to the wrong address or falling victim to a phishing scam. To stay safe, use secure wallets, enable two-factor authentication, and never share your private keys. Think of your private keys like the passwords to your crypto wallet. Keep them safe because if someone else gets hold of them, they can access your funds. Also, be cautious of scams. Unfortunately, they exist in the crypto world just like in the real world. Stay informed, be skeptical of promises of quick riches, and always do your research before making any big moves. Well, folks, we've come to the end of our beginner's guide to cryptocurrency. We hope you found this helpful, and if so, please consider subscribing. We've got lots more educational content coming your way. Plus, you won't want to miss out on our upcoming videos on how Bitcoin actually works. Until then, stay curious. Keep learning, and remember, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now. See you in the next video.